Okay, so today you guys just know what we're doing. You guys know the drill. There we go. Sorry about that. I don't know why it was muted. It should not start muted. Oh my god. So, if y'all see my post, I did something to my back. So, if I seem slower than normal, that's why. But I gotta keep this stuff going. So, I don't really have an option to stop, you know? What are you doing today? We're just trying to fix up the Jeep. I'm trying to get this thing working by winter, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Christ. Golly. Sorry, hold up. Let me get better. What do you need done to it? A lot. Taking this piece off.
You can't take that off until the tow hooks come off, and we don't have a tool that big.
We actually do. I got the back ones off too.
I don't know
7 days
do
straight.
what it takes to get it done, whether let's use it. Bolts we have to keep track of, and the more loose parts we have to find somewhere in the garage for it to sit.
Well, we have a box. It's not that hard to find. What do I need done? God, no one's watching anymore either. Four people. Hey. What do you need done to it? Right now, I guess all we're doing is sanding like normal. Three people. What the hell? What paint color are you doing? We're doing a matte green. So pretty much this color, but matte. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Sorry about that. How many cops does it take to change a light? Multiple. They just start beating up the room because it's black. That's wild, dude. See, you guys are just starting to entertain each other in chat. That's nice. Trump or Kamala? Trump. Gas and stuff's already expensive enough. Yeah?
I don't think you can wet sand with that.
Then which one's the one like the wet sand with?
Usually by hand, because this sucks it up through here, so you're going to be sucking water up through the electronics. So I don't think you can do that. Plus, this will handle it so dang quickly, you're going to go through the paint, like right there, or on the bare metal.
Like that.
But it's too wide to get in here.
I mean,
as
that's
well.
right.
Again, we don't need to sand it down to, we just need to put a lot of scratches in it.
We've done that, Dad. I mean,
No,
look around.
like, look here. This almost, this hasn't been touched. This has not been touched. This has not been touched. Like,
Well,
these
for me
are,
to
I'm
touch
not
it, I
talking
have to
about
take this
these.
stuff off.
No, you don't have to take anything off to get to this.
No,
or
you're
this.
talking about this.
I'm talking about all this. Like, this right here has not been sanded at all. And rounded corners and edges are the ones that have the thinnest paint, because when they spray it on, it runs down, so the edges have the thinnest paint on the Jeep. All of these edges have the thinnest paint. That's why this peeled first, because it's an edge. And so if you don't sand this and you lay your new stuff down, it's going to do the same. It's going to be the thinnest right here. So you need these edges to have scratches in them, so that this thin line here has something to grab onto. I'm not saying you have to go through and sand the exterior of the Jeep or anything. I'm just saying, like, things like this.
I've already sanded the exterior of the Jeep.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I think you're thinking I'm asking you to do more sanding than I am. I'm just saying the pieces like this that have not been sanded yet, this hasn't been sanded, where there's still
Yeah,
dirt
it has,
here.
but it's still wet.
No, this, that's not wet. Because I can tell it hasn't been sanded because there's still dirt on it, just like up there that hasn't been sanded yet.
But we can't sand all that right now.
No, we can't sand that dirt. I'm not asking you to. All I'm saying is that when I say we need to sand the Jeep still, I'm just talking about stuff like this. Little pieces of the Jeep left that had got overlooked. And that's really the only thing that needs to be done right now. We'll need to spray the interior down and then shop vac it out, because that dirt's not going to be able to run out by its own. But the only thing that needs to be done...
Power wash it.
Huh?
Just power wash it.
It still gets trapped in the Jeep. And when the water evaporates, you get that. So you need to power wash it or spray it down and then shop vac the water out, so it doesn't have time to let the dirt settle on the floor. So that's just the only things that I'm
This
looking
thing
at.
can take out this stuff, though.
It's, well, you can do it dry, but it's going to
Okay.
gum up pretty fast.
As long as I didn't
And
put
you're not going to be able to get in these little things like this, or on this edge right here. Like, it literally is just faster to do it with the hand sander, because you're going to be taking too much paint off on these edges and not enough in here and stuff like that. If it comes down to the sanding, like over here where we have rusty stuff on this bare metal, then you can use something like that. But when you have a lot of curves and stuff in it like this, that sander's not going to do a whole lot. So if you want, you can go around and find things like this and power sand that.
Just re-power sand the exterior. Do you just do the interior and I'll do the exterior?
Well, I've done the interior and the
Okay.
exterior. Like, before you ever sanded, I've already sanded the exterior of this thing an entire time around. Like, every
Okay,
time
so-
I've put a lot of work into this thing. So all I'm saying is see this rust? You can power sand that to where you don't see rust anymore. because you can't paint over rust because the rust will just continue to eat into the metal even after you paint over it. So you want to sand it until you don't see any brown anymore. So just things like that is the things I would focus on if you want to use the power sander. Or this bracket up here, it's got rust on it, so you can use the power sander on this too.
Okay.
Don't put a lot of pressure on it, it'll jump off the paper. Because you're not putting as much heat on the paper. See, this is what gums it up, is when there's a lot of heat on it and it melts it to the paper. So if you want to put less heat on it and you're only trying to spot shoot something, then just use the edge of it. And it's a lot more effective. So use it carefully. And then you feel it. And you don't want to feel a transition line there, so this feels good. But this one down here, you can feel that ridge. So then you kind of just want to feather this a little bit so that is not a big bump. With that one, use a little bit more of the edge because you're trying to feather it. So either use it flat, and just keep it down here, because you don't want to take any more of the metal off. You just want to take the paint now. And so the edge is much less, and you could probably even leave that. With as thick as this new paint is, you won't see it go through there.
If it's so thick, then a single scratch on here will hold it. The interior is not going to get rugged up. It's out here that matters the most.
Everything you paint matters. Like, you don't want to spend this much money on paint and time to have it just peel up because we dodged a couple hours worth of sanding. Like, you know how much hours we put into this and how much we're going to do till it's done, and having an extra 2 or 3 in sanding to make sure your paint doesn't fail is absolutely worth it. Because if it starts failing, it starts chipping everywhere, you're going to put like 3 times that amount in fixing it. And it's already stripped down now. And while your interior's bare, honestly, this is the first time I've ever seen the interior like this since Jason's owned it. Because once you put the seats and the carpet back in, you're not going to have it like this for a long time. But you want to make sure that that paint adheres, because if you get water under the floor and it's lifted up, then you're going to get rust under the floor. And so if you get rust under the floor, you can't buy
Why aren't we
any
just
one of
keeping
these.
this paint? Can't we just do that? Keeping this paint?
Because we can do the exterior. The reason you would want to put some of that on the interior is because it's a rubberized coating, and so it increases the ability to hold heat and cold in the summer, and it reduces road noise. Because it's like a rubber sound. If we have some left over, then great. If we don't have enough, then we'll just recoat it with like a rubberized coating real fast, throw the carpet back down on it, and call it a day.
Because the carpet will cover all this stuff up. All the
It
scratches
will,
will
but you're
get covered up.
worried about rust. You see this spot right here? There's no protection there. So if water gets on that over and over and over, that's going to rust, and that will turn into a hole in your Jeep.
Well, this thing ain't going in a lake. How's
Dude,
the water going to get up there?
Rain. You're going to be driving it like this. People spilling drinks in the back. When you're out hiking and you leave the top off and you get rain. And I mean, I got water inside of my Jeep all the time by accident. Not that I planned on it. But bare paint like this it's a rust. Bare paint like this, these scratches right here, these are all major rust spots. Okay. And even Jeep, I mean, look at the front up there. See how it's covered in a black rubber material? Even Jeep did the same thing. They just didn't cover it all because most of the water comes from your feet in the passenger.
So Flex Seal. Just put a bunch of Flex Seal.
Flex Seal doesn't adhere very well, so it'll rub off. I mean, you're putting the same thing as Flex Seal, but it's basically a permanent solution. They didn't put it back here because there wasn't enough water back here to matter, but underneath where people put their feet, they sure as heck did, because older Jeeps in the past, they got rust holes in the floor, and so they learned from their mistakes, and that's why you see that black rubberized coating all over the floor.
So why don't we just cover this in black rubberized coating?
Well, that's pretty much what Rhino Liner is. It's a rubberized bed liner.
So I don't want to rub my elbow on this thing and cut it open. So
you're gonna have carpet down.
No, not on these parts.
Yes, carpet covers this whole thing.
Then why are we painting it at all?
Rust. We just went over this. It's not for looks. It's to prevent rust. Because when you put your seats and carpet back in, when's the next time you're going to pull it out? Probably 10 years. You know how many rust holes can form in your floor in 10 years? Look underneath the Jeep. There's a reason that there's rubberized coating under the Jeep too. There's a reason that these are powder coated black, because they get rust over time. You don't necessarily do it just for looks. The whole reason they painted the underneath of this carpet isn't because you're looking at it, it's because it protects the metal from rust. I'm confused. Like, I think you just want to argue or something, because I'm literally saying we can paint it, but if we paint it, we still have to sand it. The paint also needs something to grab onto. So again, if you're not in the mood to sand, don't do it. Because it really does not feel like you're in the mood to do this.
I'm never gonna be in the mood to sit out here in heat and sand.
It ain't heat right now. And secondly, being in the mood to work on your own car, I would say, given how much you liked Auto Shop, that's not a hard stretch. Yeah, one's your own vehicle.
Yeah.
So this one should be way better. I just think that you're in a grumpy mood, and no matter what I say right now, you're gonna have a problem with it. These came out of one of your tackle boxes of some kind. I don't know where you want them. You don't have separators in your tackle box?
I do. I get extra. I bought a bunch off T-Man. They came with extra.
Well, that may be what these are.
I know. I used them all. Those ones are extras you can throw away.
Are you really live streaming this entire stupid thing?
Well, that's what I'm saying, is, like...
No, that's not what you're saying.
Alright.
Like, literally, when we first started having this conversation, we could have just, by the way, we're streaming.
Well, no. Don't even shut it off or something.
Oh, heaven forbid!
Yeah, I need watch time hours to make money for this. Classic Jeep Wrangler. Yeah. Listen, man. The whole reason I'm doing this is to get watch time hours, because Jeeps are expensive, man. I need to actually get a reward out of doing all this for this. Yeah, Michael's 99% of the time here. Michael's always here. Thank God you stopped wet sanding. Keep up the good work. Yeah. You using bed liner for paint? Yup. Make more videos. You got lucky with the unicorn Jeeps, I guess. Yeah. I'm hoping this one's the same way, but 99% chance it's not. Make more videos. You guys got lucky. Raptor painting, yes sir. No, mine's taken care of and stored in the garage when I'm not using it. Just take care of it and it'll take care of you, I guess. Yeah, garage is super messy right now, but we've got a pretty good garage for me to store it in. So that'll definitely help. But yeah, that one guy's right. These things are super expensive and a pain in the butt. I used my Tacoma Raptor bed engine swap with a Porsche engine or Hellcat. It'd be very confusing for people who don't know. Or a Ferrari 488 Pista. Yeah, listen to me. Yeah, if I actually had the cash to do that, that'd be cool. I would love a project car like that, but I'm a 15-year-old kid who makes about the same wage as a homeless man on the street. So, I ain't making much. If you use a gun, make sure you have the water dry on the license plate without a gun. Water spits out, makes it look bad. One of my friends had a Jeep engine swapped with a Mustang engine. That'd be sick. Ouch. Yeah, we got rid of our soft top. I think it was a pain in the butt. The original owner from mine was my uncle, and they treated it pretty nice. So it was only had like water stuff that had cracks through it, but we're gonna buy a new one. Probably an army colored one. So stay tuned for that. Dude. See you later. Hope your back gets better. Have a good day. Thank you. That means a lot. Watch a lot of videos on YouTube before you do it. Try not trying to hate my friend. Hope it comes out looking sharp. It's pitch black here. What time is it there? It is 8:41 out here. We're in Wyoming, so. Someone just launched off fireworks. You guys hear that? See if they do it again. Huh. Yep, there they are. What am I working on? Joe wears a drool bib. We're working on a 1997 Jeep Wrangler with a 6-inch lift on it. Ugh. Michael's back. Bless my wallet. Michael's, whose wallet is being blessed? Oh, yours. Oh, it cost me like 6K already. Yeah, Jeeps are expensive, man. Jeeps. They're great when they run, but man, are they a pain in the butt trying to get to run. VR doesn't cost. VR doesn't count, buddy. No, my Project Lamborghini. VR doesn't. Ugh. wish I could do already. I know how to fix all car problems. Man, you can. And work on cars for a living and work on engines. There's a guy in Las Vegas on YouTube, Spray. He's really good. Jobs with Raptor paint, hold cars and trucks. Work on Lamborghini too. Bro, you can. There are barely any motivated and educated mechanics anymore. Now would be the best time to get in. Well, not at a big company. Yeah. Ow. I know, famous YouTuber. I like that Jeep. May I buy it from you? Try to watch. Liam Count. No, you cannot. Our last offer was $50,000, and I still turned it down. This Jeep has been in my family for years upon years upon years. So I refuse to sell it, man. You know. You don't sell family stuff. He's damn good. Gotta stay back 2-3 feet when spraying that stuff. It'll look sharp. I'm 50, not a kid. Okay. I'll offer you $100K. Sorry, no can do, buddy. That's a no-go. You don't sell family stuff no matter What about 1 quadrillion? No. Would be nice to have that, though. Above the age for YouTube. Can you drive yet? LOL. Don't really want to share it on here. When I started, I would go on YouTube and look up specific jobs. There were a ton of people showing how to do things. You can learn a lot. Yeah, that and auto class. Sub to your channel. I like to see the outcome. Thank you. For example, or look up how to diagnose insert problem. Yeah, I do. My grandpa also helps me learn a lot, as too is my dad. Yeah, man, you seem young. That's okay. It takes time to get good at these things. Just keep trying at it, and someone will give you a chance at their shop. How many gens has your family had it in for? 2, and including me, that's 3. Got to go. Bye. Ball joints, make sure they have grease fitting on them. Michael, bye. Thanks for stopping by, man. Ouch. More like scroll by. Got to go. Sorry about that. Where's Lil Nuggy? Yeah. Lil Nuggy hasn't shown up in a while. He hasn't even seen any of my posts recently. He's not commenting or nothing. Don't know where my boy went. Alrighty, guys. I think it's almost time for the live to end. It's been definitely a shorter live, only about an hour, but the mosquitoes are getting bad, and I need to go get a new sander thing. So, it was nice seeing y'all. Thank you, everyone who's tuned in more than just this live. And just people that have just started tuning in. It means a lot. Oh, thanks for streaming. Yeah, no problem, man. It means a lot just for you guys showing up. Especially, like, Michael, he's been here since, what, 4 streams ago? He's always here. But yeah, I hope y'all have a nice night, and I'll see you guys in the next one.